This is just a little flap, and you're gonna open that, and water's just gonna come out. So this is, the butterfly is what we use for drafting. The Jaffrey is what we use for the hydrants.
Is it only used for drafting? Any other application for it?
I mean, you could, usually just drafting. I mean, you could probably do other stuff with it, but usually we use it for drafting. I mean, you could use it for a hydrant. It's just, it's not ideal for it. You'd have to put an adapter on it. Yeah, and then there is a pressure relief here. So when we're done and we're gonna break down, you can pull that out and it'll release that vacuum, that pressure built up. So what we're gonna do is put the truck in pump. So we showed up, we're gonna draft, we parked, and that's why, unless you're really good, you don't necessarily wanna like get totally ready because you might have to move like we were just there.
Yeah, don't chalk up and switch over.
So we're in park, and just a refresher, this is how to shift into pump. On engine 4, it's just a button. Foot on the brake, yellow up, the whole thing moves down into the middle, wait for it to stop that sound, and then down to the bottom, and then drive. Yep. And then we'll come up to the pump panel. And so right now, we've got, everything is closed except these two. So this is water from the tank to the pump, and this is going from the pump back into the tank. This is just a small little line that's just recirculating. So, and this is our water gauge, right? So, yeah. And so what we're gonna do is we're going to have Jack open up that butterfly valve. That's a line right into the pump. So water's gonna be flowing from the tank into the pump through that line, and we're gonna start back flushing. We'll back flush a little bit. We'll be able to close the recirculating line, and we're just gonna have water go from the tank out. Once we're ready, we're going to start revving up to about probably between 1,000 and 1,500 RPMs. We're gonna close that tank to pump, and we're gonna, this is the primer. We're gonna hold down the primer. And then hopefully, we start seeing water flow back through that black line and back into the pump. Once we do that, we're gonna start seeing this gauge go up and the pressure go up.
What are we shooting for pressure?
It might be, I don't know, it might be around like 100 maybe. It might be even a little bit more than that. It might be like 120. Depends what the RPMs are at. Then what we're gonna do is we're going to play a game where we slowly open this deck gun and water will start coming out, and you'll see it fluctuate. And we might increase the RPMs a little bit, open and close. You'll see, we'll play a game, because as that water goes out, if we do too much at once, if we just open this, it's going to lose the prime, and we're done. And so we're going to play this dance really with that. So
we're going to flush it out first.
Yep.
You throttle up for that.
I'll throttle up a little bit.
Necessary.
Yep. And so we'll call to Jack. Jack, can you open the butterfly, please? All right.
At some point during this, the deck gun is going to start flowing.
And we'll get that ready that way. All right, and we'll see if we can see it. So we can close this now, because we don't need to recirculate, because we're pushing water right out in.
Yeah, just going.
And I don't know if we can. I don't know if we can see it.
So there's water in the truck right now.
Yeah, there's 1,000 gallons. Yep. So we'll maybe throttle up a little bit. And that's going to put a little bit of pressure in there. We don't want to pressurize it too much, because it's not made for that. It's not made. I don't know if you see any, Todd. And I might even wait until it drops a little bit. It's definitely going in there though. And then what we're going to do is we're going to throttle, so it's dropped.
15, there you go.
So now we're ready. So we're going to throttle. I'm going to close this. And I'm going to start priming. And that's going to start going up. And you can see the hose moving.
Yeah, she's coming.
So the water's coming, and you can hear it. So see, that's up at about 100.
Yep.
And now we're going to try to play this dance here.
Balance
Deck
that.
gun's going to open.
Yep. Is it already open? Or no? Oh, yeah, it is.
See how it went down? We're going to play this dance.
All right. So you're going to throttle up to create more pressure and try to balance the
Yep.
two.
And we lost it.
Balance.
So now I'm going to go back into prime. It's going back up.
Gotcha.
All right, we're getting it.
We just went a little too hard on that.
Yep.
Okay, a little more gentle. Yeah, just running right away there. Suppose if it was clogged, it might do this too, huh?
Here we go.
Is that cavitating?
Almost.
Beginning to.
Would you like a Camden as well?
All right, we're going to reset that.
That's cool.
Heads up, heads up.
There we go. I think we got it.
Yeah,
Let's
that
sit for a
looks good.
second.
Oh, yeah. Might be clogged in the inlet? Primer is relieving the gas in the way, getting it flowing.
Let's try this. Let's make sure everything's tight.